to call somebody to find out what I was wearing.
No, I just tapped into your phone.
You tapped in.
was
That's some scary stuff because that stuff really does happen.
know.
You hear about that stuff.
I know. I was just reading about that, but that was the government, though.
That's still.
Government. They have. I think it's called Pegasus.
That's what it's called?
Yeah, it's a program.
That's some scary stuff.
Him.
Yeah, they can. Him.
We start.
Oh, we start.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Don't forget to do your. You haven't been doing it. There you go.
You got it all first. Next.
There we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. What are you doing?
Pretty awesome. What the heck?
I don't know. What is he doing?
I was just going overboard.
Everyone,
Yeah.
please be very afraid.
All right.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Welcome to Emerald City. Emerald City Music is a podcast about music appreciation, celebration, and education. We drop in gems of information and comparisons of music from yesterday and today. Music creation, music analysis, and artist stories highlight this quick-paced journey to the city of musical love and laughter. Welcome to Emerald City.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. How's everybody doing today?
Great.
How's everybody doing?
Well, needless to say, we got Double D's here with us.
You got some double D's.
We're about to do some roll call for the Double D's. Roll call.
Roll call.
We're going to start from my left.
I don't know.
You guys tried to trick me.
My left. That's right.
I don't know.
Things
left and
around.
right.
Oh, no.
Who we got on the left-hand side?
He didn't like that I said
I know.
I'm always to his right because
I
I'm
don't know.
right. But now he put me
right.
to his left to make
I
to
don't
think I
know.
was on his.
Can we get a roll
right.
call from my left, please?
Your left. Your left, not my left.
My left. Her name is
DJ.
DJ.
Just DJ
the
today.
DJ is in the
Just
house.
DJ today.
That is.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the applause. Your adoring fans.
Is that what she got? Adoring fans?
She does. A
right.
growing list of adoring fans.
That's cool. I like that.
It
People
is
are so
cool.
generally nice.
It is cool.
And I love that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What's going on?
What the heck is that?
We get ready to do a roll call on the right-hand side.
Who's
Give
on
it a
the
minute.
right?
What is
Doesn't
he
mean he's
doing?
right, but yeah.
I guess.
It's your theme music, man.
Oh, it's my theme music. Oh, okay.
You get your own theme
I get
music
my
now.
my own theme music. Oh,
I don't know
okay.
who that is.
Does that sound familiar? When you ride your bike,
That's true, yeah.
going up and down the street.
I'll be riding my bike. I'll be looking for
Who we got over there?
Debo. What's up, Shadow?
No, say it stronger than that.
Why?
Because that's how Debo talks.
What's up, Shadow?
There you go.
Hey, what's up, Debo?
There you go. Sound
I ain't gonna say that part.
Sound afraid.
What I got on your 40?
Yeah. What you got on my drink, homie?
We gonna get it together. All right. Anyway, enough of the silliness.
Today is the day.
Today is a big day.
Today is the day.
Today
Today
we have
is
a
the
hot
day.
subject, but first, I believe you wanted to give some remarks about somebody.
I did. I got to do it. It's kind of, it was a good week, but then it kind of ended on a sour note. But I just want to give some big ups to one particular fella, a hip hop legend, a hip hop pioneer,
Yes, sir.
the clown prince of hip hop, beatboxing, rapper, actor, the one and only Biz Markie.
Here's Marquis.
Yeah.
What you want to say about him?
Hell of a guy, man.
Hell of a guy.
Hell of a guy.
Unfortunately,
You know.
we lost him.
Yeah. Big loss.
He left a lot of joy and
Smiles.
smiles on people's
Happy
faces.
faces. Great memories. Good times. Great DJ.
Right.
And everybody's kind of pouring out. When you say everybody's pouring out and
Everyone showed the love.
everybody's showing love.
All over the feed.
All over. Everybody's
Yeah.
showing love. For the Biz.
For the biz.
Nobody beats the Biz.
Nobody beats the Biz.
Rest in peace, Biz Markie.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Biz Markie. All right, now that we put you down,
Well, I had to
it's
do that.
time to
Come
bring
on
you back
now.
up. All right,
What we gonna get up with?
we're gonna get back up.
Get
of
up to get
course,
down.
with DJ in the
Oh
know.
yeah, it's in
you
the know.
In the know.
What you know?
What? Nobody
Yeah.
can get sick of this song. Like, for real. Don't be giving me that look.
Did you ever tell people what the name of the song was?
I don't think they can figure out
What?
themselves.
You keep saying that, but maybe they want to know what the name of the song is.
Whoever figures it out, leave a comment. What's the name of this song?
Wow. Leave a comment so Debo can respond.
Yeah, I'll respond. Figure out the right name to this song.
Wow.
Well, obviously, when you can hear the voice, you know who it is.
Maybe.
But
Yeah.
maybe you might not
Maybe
know.
not.
Maybe that voice isn't familiar to you.
Right.
But either way, this is her theme.
In the know.
And then now.
So what's up? What do you know, DJ?
You guys, first off, I do want to give a special thanks to everyone who.
Hold on a second. The cops coming.
Hold
Debo,
on.
run. Get out the back window.
Uh-oh now. Uh-oh. Here we go.
Where are we at? We deep in the heart of the ghetto.
Yeah.
In the
On Craig's
ghetto.
porch.
Yep, that's us. That's
Here come Big Worm.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That's
I'm
scary.
sorry, DJ. Go ahead.
So what do you want to tell us about?
I just want to make sure everyone knows how grateful I am, and I'm thankful to everyone that I did let know what was going on with this podcast, because I didn't, I came out of my shell. You guys brought me out of my shell.
Did we?
Yeah, you did, and I appreciate that.
We're known for breaking shells.
I guess.
Yeah. So it worked, and it's, I
didn't know you were in a shell.
I know y'all didn't know.
Oh,
You all didn't know,
okay.
but you didn't know, like, my friends and family and
Yeah,
coworkers
that's true,
at work.
right.
They didn't know this part of me. So.
But we knew
Okay.
we knew your personality. We also knew that you knew music. So
Yeah,
we are thankful for you as well.
Yes.
Got deep
Thank
cuts.
you, everybody. I appreciate all the love.
Besides.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyhow, so we're gonna go on to the birthdays.
Oh, we got some
Birthday
birthdays.
time.
That's right. Who we got?
So first off, Tuesday. That's today, y'all. Well, yeah.
Kinda.
Kinda.
Tuesday, Wednesday. I
So
don't know what day
July 20th, Carlos
it is.
Santana.
Oh, Santana.
Carlos
Yes,
Santana.
Maria.
You know, I think he's still touring and doing shows and stuff.
He
How old
should
is he?
be.
How old is he going to be?
74.
That's nice.
I hear he's got a black magic woman.
Oh, does he really?
That's what they say.
Oh,
That's nice. To be 74 and still out there doing your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I like
for-
that.
that's for
You almost
real.
there, right?
Yeah, almost. Almost.
Damn. That's a low blow. Damn.
No.
Anyways.
Them's jokes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, July 21st, Wednesday, Damon Marley.
Damian Marley?
Damian Marley. So he is the youngest of Bob
like,
Marley's.
how
Mr.
many of
Bob
them is
Marley.
it? Like,
Yes, he's going to be 40.
he's the youngest?
Yeah.
I thought there was another guy that was the youngest.
We'll keep on thinking. I'm just
Who
kidding.
who is Skip Marley?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's so many Marleys.
You know, Roger Marley was kind of young, too.
I don't know. So he's okay.
Yeah, I
Wow.
read he was the
Weasel.
youngest.
Maybe he is.
Okay,
Yeah.
43. He's going to be 43.
Wow.
Cool.
Wow.
So we still got a special birthday. Ooh, did I just knock something up?
Uh-oh.
Oops,
This must really be
sorry.
special.
That's the cops coming.
Knock it.
Here we go. Yeah, who's this? Come on.
Oh, man.
Come on.
That's Bootsy Collins.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, somebody.
Must
Come
be his
on,
birthday.
Let's do this.
Bernie Worrell?
Bernie Warhol's birthday? Who else is in the group?
Come on.
This is left over from our funk episode, ain't
Yeah,
it?
this
Yes,
is.
it is.
We
Come
was
on, you
talking
ready
about
to
the
dance?
funk. This is the P-Funk.
Uncut funk?
Uncut
Didn't
funk.
you once tell me that you only took your funk
I only
uncut?
want my funk uncut.
Oh,
Make
there we
my
go.
funk the P-Funk.
DJ, whose birthday is
To the
it?
dog, to the dog. Okay, George Clinton,
Really?
everybody.
George Clinton.
The original dog.
The original of all.
I remember when they was in the White House.
Do you?
Him and Bill and Hillary,
Yeah.
George.
Did they paint the White House black?
I know he threatened to.
Yeah, he did. He got a birthday. He's been around a long time.
80 years old.
All right, big ups to
And
George
still
Clinton.
going strong.
Yeah.
I saw him on a clip. He was in concert and he was sitting in a chair.
Yeah.
He was still rocking it,
Still
just
rocking.
from the chair.
Still keeping the
Damn.
funk going.
Damn,
All right.
that's
Gets much
sweet.
respect.
Yeah.
Okay, long. You guys made fun of me before when I said this, but
What?
this is a special day because these are some valuable people on July 22nd. Keith Sweat.
Keith Sweat.
It's his birthday also. Come on, that's some real talent there.
Yeah, that is. Okay.
Y'all can't be
I was gonna say, I
haters.
know how he's celebrating.
I try to hold it in.
I know how he's celebrating. He got a
Stop.
glass of Ciroc,
Wow.
singing to it.
I believe it was
Sure,
DJ
Rob.
that told us that she thought he might have a drinking problem, right?
Hey,
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but he's
Yeah,
still.
you did
he's
tell
still-
us that.
He's still very talented.
That's true. That's true.
I just said the one time I saw him, like he was just drinking.
Well, guess what? We saw him a second time
And he was
against
still
Bobby
drinking.
Brown. He was still drinking. Yeah.
But he's doing his thing. All right, Keith Sweat.
Happy birthday, Keith Sweat.
He's
Yeah.
60. Okay.
Wow, is he?
Ah, he looks good for 60.
He does.
Yes.
All right.
He's what they call a cat daddy.
Cat daddy.
All right.
Anyways.
Okay.
Don Henley.
From the
Y'all know-
Eagles.
Don Henley.
Yes.
He's been around a long
Eagles,
time too.
Boys of Summer.
Yeah.
End of the Innocence.
Yes.
Wow. Don Henley.
Co-lead vocalist.
Yeah.
of the
With
Eagles.
Glenn Fry.
Yeah.
And he's produced a lot of songs too.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, and he was the lead on the Hotel
Yeah.
California.
Yeah. Which is an interesting song.
Well, you know what's funny? That he was able to play drums and sing that song at the same time. It's like, I would think that would throw you off.
That's
wouldn't it?
that's an interesting song and an interesting story. We'll have to talk about that.
Hotel California?
Yeah.
We're going to do
Oh,
a show
no.
on
We'll have to talk
About
about that.
California.
trying to
That's
interfering,
Yeah.
interpreting what some of these rock
California,
Yeah,
songs
that's
are
a
saying.
very interesting. I've heard them talk about it, and I've heard a lot of other people talk about that song.
I got
That's
theories.
awesome.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that one thing. But yeah, Don
Yeah.
Henley.
Yes.
All right.
74 today. Or not
Wow.
today, but Thursday.
Okay.
Okay, you guys. And also
Who?
Slash.
Slash?
From
Yeah.
Guns
From
N'
Guns N'
Roses?
Roses?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
His birthday is
Slash.
actually on the Friday, the 23rd.
Okay. All right.
And just like his mentor, Keith Richards.
Was Keith Richards his mentor?
No, I'm saying that, they both like did heavy
The rock and
drugs
rollers, bro. The rock and roll
Real
lifestyle.
rock and rollers.
Real
Yeah,
rock and
real
rollers.
He's going to be 56.
Wow.
And still surviving.
Yeah, still doing it.
Good for you, Slash.
Rock and
That's
roll
right.
lifestyle. Bro.
Congratulations.
Oh yeah.
Saturday is going to be the party day.
Okay.
What's happening
July
Saturday?
24th, it's Jennifer Lopez.
Oh,
Y'all
J-Lo.
secret crush. I know it is.
J-Lo.
Where the
saying.
party at?
I believe that J-Lo actually popularized booties amongst all people. I mean, in the black community, booties was always... I'm sorry, am I speaking out of line here?
What are you talking about?
Booties was always...
You like, what are you talking about?
I think booty was popular before Jennifer Lopez.
Did you not hear what I just said? It was always popular in the black community. However, she made it so that it was okay in all communities.
Well, I am very grateful to her, and she's a very beautiful woman. So let me just say that.
I'm about to ask Diddy where her party's gonna be at this weekend.
Remember,
She's
I told
gonna
you.
be 52,
Nice.
and she looks so beautiful.
She
for
does.
52.
She does. She doesn't age.
No,
Remember,
she doesn't.
remember when I told y'all my story about George Michael? Did I ever get to you, DJ, and tell you the story about J-Lo?
Yes, you did.
Okay, long as I told you. We ain't gonna tell nobody
Yeah,
else.
you better not be telling that story. Have people looking for you.
It's a hidden story.
I know, for real.
Moving along.
Anyways,
Yeah, let's
Moving
move
along.
on.
so Sunday, Verdine White.
Oh man,
Yeah, Verdine,
the great bassist,
the world's greatest bass.
Earth, Wind, and
I'm gonna kick
Fire.
you out. Oh my gosh. He's all of 70 coming Sunday.
Verdine is 70.
Where do
Yep,
you,
yep,
where do you
yep.
rate him at, DJ, as far as bass players go?
You know
you're
what?
a bass
Y'all need
expert.
to be quiet.
He's
That's
gotta
all
be
I
up
need to
there.
know.
Yeah. I'm thinking he's got to be
My
the,
dad's
for
number
this
one
week.
in my life.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Your
See,
dad is a bass
my
player.
dad's a bass player.
Excuse
Yeah.
me. Shut
Yeah.
up.
You
What
just
my
wrong.
daughter
You
said
just
about me.
simply wrong.
But DJ,
What?
ain't you a bass player too?
Listen, listen. In my thoughts, in my mind, in my body, and my soul.
Okay.
Anyhow.
All right.
Where
Wait,
it
I
starts.
forgot about one more person.
Ooh.
So actually, I didn't forget about him. I was just trying to make him last so he
Ooh.
can be presented the right way.
Who that?
One of our biggest fans.
Oh,
Oh,
we
boy.
missed,
yeah.
we missed
Oh,
his
yeah.
birthday.
C.
See, Michael.
Michael.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
See, Michael.
Yes.
For those that don't
we
know,
won't say how old he
Michael's
was because it was so hard to find his
He be trying to keep it a secret.
Yeah. He's somewhere around a certain year.
Somewhere
Yeah,
around.
he didn't give you a direct answer.
No,
Somewhere
he
around.
didn't. But
Yeah.
happy birthday to him.
Yeah, see, Michael.
Either way, see, Michael, you look younger than what you
Yeah.
probably
Yes,
are.
Yeah.
certainly.
Yes, see,
very
Michael,
much so.
Is a very special part of the Emerald City family.
Yes.
Very supportive,
yes.
base of knowledge and just support for all three of us.
Accomplished
And, very
author,
accomplished author,
head of a record company.
record distribution company.
Yeah.
Been in music business for a long time.
He knows his stuff.
He does.
All right. What else
Happy
you got?
birthday to see Michael.
Happy birthday. So next we're gonna talk about a new album that's coming out. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? Do you hear that? It's gotta be somebody big. You hear that?
Sounds
Yeah,
mysterious.
it does.
So this
a big
is
artist?
A big artist. Coming out July 30th. There's already 2 songs that are out. I know you can probably pick up some songs. You know how people are.
It's not Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
No,
She
it
talked about
certainly
that
isn't.
last time. That's a good album too. I'm glad
Yes.
you
Great
talked about
album.
that.
That
I've been
was a
listening to
great
it. Yeah.
album. Good,
Glad you talked about it.
Great.
Who is this?
This is Welcome to America.
Oh, yeah.
by the one and only
Go ahead and say it.
Prince, y'all. Prince.
Here we go.
Come on. Come
She
on,
had to do it.
somebody.
They
Come
say
on.
it. All
Because
roads
listen,
lead
She
back
Cher,
finds a
to
way.
Prince.
She finds a way every time.
I certainly do.
She finds a way.
How did she know he had a new album coming out?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. But I've heard about that.
You did? What did you
Yeah.
hear about?
I just heard about some of the people that were involved in it. There was a lot of people involved in it.
Yeah.
But they didn't know it was an album.
Isn't that
He just like
something?
flew people into Minneapolis and said, "Hey, come on, let's record." And
Isn't
they
that
recorded
awesome?
songs, but they didn't know.
Right.
So all these people now are shocked. Like I think like
This
10
is
years
what I did
later,
this-
like
this is what I did this for?
because nothing
That's
ever happened. They
awesome.
was like, "What happened to all that music we recorded?" And they was like,
So
don't
when
know.
you guys have a chance, go back, listen to the song, listen to the lyrics to the song, and there's another one,
Hook up later at the
Born to Die,
iPad.
something like that.
"Those are the only two that's out."
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you put her in the mix.
Wow.
Prince put DJ in the mix.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised.
Listen, but the lyrics to the song is something else. Like for real, he is some sort of little prophet out there.
I
like,
heard
for
that
real, for
people
real.
were saying that
Google says
when they
it's
went back to Minneapolis to record, because some of these people had worked with him before.
Right.
They were saying how he really was like in a different frame of mind. He was like a different person. He didn't have an
Right.
entourage and all those people, handlers around him.
Right.
It was just him and the band, and they were saying he was really like in a different space during recording this. So
Yeah.
I'll be interested to check it out.
Good.
I'll
That's
check
good
it
to hear
out.
from Mr. Debo over there.
I'll check it out.
I'm
Yeah, but what does
shocked.
he really think?
he all right. he ain't no Sam. Well, we'll see. We will see. But yeah, I'll check that out. When is it coming
Check
out?
it out.
July 30th?
Yes, July
All right.
30th.
All right, check that out, y'all.
Fantastic.
All right.
Anything else?
No, I'm it.
All
That's
right.
it. What's all the laughter?
Oh.
That's when you hit the wrong button.
No, that wasn't no mistake.
You laughing?
Yeah, you
Laughing
laughing.
at-
You know the crowd was
Talk
like,
about it
"What
ain't
you-"
no mistake over
100%.
there.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into today's subject because we got a lot to get to
Got a lot to get
and a
to.
little bit of time to do it.
And a
All
little
right.
bit of time to
What
do
you want
it.
to talk about?
This is a fantastic subject. I'm glad we decided to tackle this. Today, we will be talking about producers.
Wait. Before you say, when you say that.
Before I say producers?
No. Before
Let me
you-
not say it then.
No. You already said producers. That's fine. But I want you to because when you talk about it,
Mm-hmm.
you talk about it in a sense of people already knowing what it is.
Oh, no, we're going to give a full description.
So okay, just
Of a
wanna make
producer?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to give a full description.
Okay.
It's a description of what
Yeah.
happens, right? With
Yeah.
one song.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about producers and the art of producing. We're going to acknowledge some people, and then we're going to focus on some other people. The reason I can only acknowledge some people is because there's so many.
There's a lot of producers,
great
especially
producers,
nowadays.
Great producers out there,
There's a lot of people
Aren't
that's
you a
producing.
producer?
and the ones that we want to.
Besides me.
The ones that we want to really focus on are people that have crossed different genres, that have worked with multiple artists, and that have had #1 hits and much
Yeah.
success
Had a lot of
in doing
success as
so.
a producer.
So
Yeah.
those will be the ones that we talk about later. Not that these ones that I'm about to mention haven't. It's just that these are people that you're probably already familiar with, and we're trying to bring you something new, something that maybe you're familiar with, maybe you're not, but we're going to hopefully drop some gems. So
So give an idea of
What a
give the
producer
people an
does?
idea of what a producer does.
okay, a producer,
think?
in essence, is, in my opinion, like the director of a movie.
Okay.
He's the guy that gathers all the materials, all the information, everything you need to make this movie a success or to make this music project a success. He's the guy that's got to go find musicians. He's got to find a studio. He has to book the time. He has to schedule everything. He has to check with the artist and find out, are we going to collaborate on some of the writing? If not, and the artist says, bring me something from somebody else, he knows songwriters. He may be a songwriter himself.
That's true. Yeah.
And he basically has to have a collaborative vision with the artist in order
Right.
for the project to come out successful. Can you think of anything else, Debo, that
Yeah, that's pretty much summing it up. I think that the producer is the one that has that. He has that that song in his head. Like you might hear a demo, or you might, somebody has an idea for a song, but they say producers in their head, they can hear the finished product already. They
Right.
can already hear how it's supposed to sound when it's done.
Yeah.
So it's taking that thought that they have in their head and making that a reality. and bringing all those elements together. Like you say, the studio, the artists, the musicians, the engineers, whatever it takes to take that sound, like they hear something.
Yeah.
They hear something.
Uh-oh.
But, okay, they bring it, to reality.
Right.
It's like,
Right.
oh, okay,
And a producer will wear many hats.
Yeah.
You can be an arranger, a
Yeah, some are
composer.
arrangers, some
Wait
are
a minute.
composers.
What does a ranger mean? You threw out a ranger, and I don't know what that means.
A ranger's a guy that works out in the park with Yogi Bear.
Yeah.
A ranger.
It really is.
No.
Yeah.
Devo, tell her what an arranger
Okay,
does.
so an arranger is a guy that, well, we used to call him putting on the sweeteners. Like some songs are really good, and then you hear that really funky horn part. That's an arranger that arranged those horn parts. Or you hear like a nice slow song, and it has those beautiful strings in the background. Well, the arranger is the guy that puts that together, that composes that, and that arranges that. And a lot of times they will even conduct, so they bring a lot of sweetener into a song. Usually you have a rhythm section. You got drums, bass, guitars, keyboards. But sometimes a producer wants a little bit extra. He wants a little bit something more. So if he wants some horns or he wants some strings, sometimes, hey, if you have a choir, then you might need a vocal arranger.
So you guys are saying to make a song, it takes so many different levels.
Yes.
To just make one song.
Oh, yeah.
Right. It's
So
very
it's
collaborative.
not just the singer going out there, it's just singing what they want to sing.
No.
If you listen to music from the past and you listen to music from the present, you'll notice a distinct difference in the two. Not saying one is better than the other or that there's, this is so much better, but
It's all for its time. so.
right. And because technology has come along and allowed people to be able to, work individually. And for the record company, that's cheaper and easier. Now, in my opinion, I call this kind of like beat makers. You know what I mean? Beat makers, especially in hip hop, they can throw out 3 songs in a day if they wanted
something
to.
like that, yeah.
What I think that it misses in that aspect, and I think you told me one time before about it, was that you need a collaborative effort in order to really produce music that touches your soul.
Right. Right, because music was meant to be collaborative. It wasn't meant to be, just one person, which you can do that, you can just be there, but
I would say you do that as demo.
yeah.
Now,
And that's the thing. I think, when we're trying to describe what a producer does, if people could really hear the demo version, a demo is basically just like a rough take.
Right.
It's like a sketch of an idea of a song. But if people could hear the demo and then hear the finished product, they would really understand what a producer does. I've heard a lot of demos and you're like, okay, yeah, that's all right. But by the time the producer gets done with it, you're like, wow, that's pretty good. And that's what a producer does. Takes that idea, that creative idea that the artist has or that the songwriter has, and says, oh,
And takes it there.
yeah, says this sound like this might be a pretty good song. Well, the producer comes in and flushes all that out and makes an actual song, a recording out of just that idea. That's what a
Okay.
producer does.
fantastic
go.
description. Yeah. Good for you. All right. So what I want to do,
What you want to do?
honorary Hall of Fame for the
Hall of Fame.
Emerald City podcast.
Really?
Just for our podcast.
For producers?
For producers.
Oh,
These are
okay.
honorary mentions because, like I
Damn,
said, we're
you
going to talk
should
about
mention other people.
what she said.
You don't want people mad at me.
Okay. Who you got? Who you got in your Hall of Fame? I want to hear this.
All right. Here's who we got. These are
Okay.
the people that we're going to honor by mentioning their names. We're not going to go into their music and stuff
Okay,
like
I
that.
got you.
You can do that
We're not
later.
gonna go into detail.
I'm not going to go into detail. We have other people that we're going to go into the detail on. So here are the people that we're not going to go into detail. Not that they mean any less, but just to give you a quick list of some producers. You can listen to their work and find all those elements that we were just talking about. So these are voices behind the scenes: Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, L.A. and Babyface,
Mm-hmm.
Teddy Riley,
Yeah.
Dark Child,
Okay.
Pharrell, Timberland,
Yeah.
Kanye West.
Okay.
Come on now.
Okay. Okay.
Dilla,
Yeah.
Dr. Dre,
Yeah. Yeah.
Rick Rubin,
Okay. I can see that. Yeah.
gentleman by the name of Mutt Lang. He actually did a lot of the rock stuff, such as Def Leppard and AC/DC.
Okay. Okay.
Phil Spector,
Yeah. Wall of Sound.
Wall of Sound.
Yeah.
Jermaine Dupri,
Yeah. Yeah. ATL in the house.
I guess.
Yeah.
And even R. Kelly.
Yeah. R. Kelly.
Regardless of personal feelings.
Yeah.
When it comes to the music, we
R&B,
give
yeah.
credit where credit is due.
Yeah, R&B,
He's
yeah.
an R&B producer.
He
He's one of
produced
the
a lot.
tops. And then also there is the great Berry Gordy.
Yeah, Berry Gordy was a producer.
All right. So
Yeah.
I know there's plenty of other people that could go on that list, but that was, in a nutshell, the people that we really wanted to
And
give
hopefully
honorary mention to.
that gives
We?
people.
Why you saying we? I didn't have
I'm
no
sorry.
That ain't your
say in
list?
this.
I'm sorry.
Who you gonna add to that
I'm
list?
just saying, though.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
I know who we
'Cause-
got to add.
Who?
I'm a rep for the ladies. We got to add Missy Elliott.
Missy Elliott,
There you
yes,
go.
to that
absolutely.
list because there are women that produce too. There are women producers. There are.
Go ahead, name another one.
Linda Perry.
Okay. Got another one?
I don't know. I can't think of it right now, but there are. I just
DJ,
want
you
the
got
ladies.
any?
Yeah, my daughters, man, they could have been.
Oh,
They could have
man.
been it.
Yeah, okay.
They're still young.
They still
can.
can. It ain't too late.
Yeah, she
Okay.
missed her calling. Let me just say that.
It ain't too late.
She can do it.
It ain't
I know
too
she
late.
can.
Anyway,
Miss
All right.
Ashley.
moving along.
So maybe that gives
My daughter,
people-
Miss Ashley Ross. Let me just
Okay.
say that.
Wow.
Shout out, I guess.
Okay.
Shout out, yeah.
So maybe that gives people a good idea when we say producers.
Yes.
What we're talking about by those names.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And now we're going to talk about a few select that we want to actually
Select.
give you some information on. And I believe that Debo will begin this off.
Yeah. Now this is a producer. He was originally from Harlem, New York, but made his way to Detroit. Joined Motown as a part of Quality Control. Quality Control was the group that listened to songs after they were recorded and decide, yay or nay, is this going to be released or not. He did from that. He actually was a songwriter as well at Motown. So we're talking about Mr. Norman Whitfield.
Norman Whitfield.
You know, and one thing a lot of people don't know about Norman Whitfield, he also was one of the writers of I Heard It Through the Grapevine.
Yep.
You know, he's one of the writers on that. You know,
Which was a song sung by who?
Marvin Gaye,
And
Gladys Knight and the Pips.
that's right. Only song to go #1.
Two different artists.
Two different artists.
You know, so he worked his way from songwriting. He started producing. Very integral producer for the Temptations.
You know who his songwriting partner was?
That was Mr. Barrett Strong.
And did you know that they both ended up in the Songwriters Hall of Fame?
Yes.
In 2004.
Yes, they did. Yeah, yeah. So what was great about Norman Whitfield was that he was able to really bring Motown into the 70s. He kind of brought them out of that romantic love song pop, and he gave them some grit, some funk.
Harder
Harder
sound.
Yeah, you know. Also, he was responsible for the Temptations winning their first Grammy. You know.
My understanding, he was also heavily influenced by Sly and the Family Stone.
Yeah, right.
And Funkadelic.
Right, so this is all that was happening in the 70s. And Motown wasn't doing that type of stuff. And Norman Whitfield was the one that said, hey, we got to get up with the times of what everybody else is doing. You know, and that's what he did. They called it psychedelic soul.
Psychedelic Soul.
Ooh, this is my favorite right here.
Yeah, you know.
You can feel that.
Right, you can. And so he also did the Car Wash soundtrack, you know. Won a Grammy for that.
Well, did you know that what happened is that he ended up branching out, getting his own label.
Right, he got his own label.
And the first people he signed on his own label was Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce. Yeah.
That's how he ended up doing that soundtrack
Right,
for
Car Wash. Yeah, you know. And he developed his own sound, his own style. This should cut.
Woo!
This should. Yeah. Classic right here. Norman Whitfield.
That's my jam. Yeah, that's my jam.
Norman Whitfield.
That's on my
This
playlist.
This was redone like what, 20 years later
By
by Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige.
And it was a hit again.
That's how you know it's a good song.
Yeah.
If multiple people can sing it,
Right. Years
and it
later.
can still be successful,
Yeah.
that means it's strong.
Yeah, Mr. Norman Whitfield.
That's a beautiful voice.
Didn't you just go see them not too long ago?
Did you go see Rolls
You hear that
Royce?
bass?
Oh yeah, that's the bass. You like that? Yeah. Well, see, you hear those strings? See, that's what Norman Whitfield did.
There you
He
go.
took that funk and that bass, the
That's-
drums,
that's-
and then he would put
that just
those.
gives me chills.
He would put those horns and those strings on
That's
top
just
of it,
something
and
else.
give you that psychedelic, funky sound. You know, that was kind of his.
I can feel the
You
emotion
can
in
feel it. It made it very dramatic.
My papa was a Rolling Stone. Now, your papa, you may love your papa, but my papa was a Rolling Stone.
It's a
Okay.
deep song.
Okay.
This is a deep song. It's a long song too.
So we're not going to listen
You
to the
get
whole
lost
song.
in it. It's
Yeah.
just
Oh,
something
you can't. It
else.
does carry
Yeah.
you.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, he had his own little formula going,
Yeah.
and it worked.
Now, I think I mentioned to you one time before that him and the Temptations eventually did not get along very well.
He was a taskmaster.
He's a taskmaster, and he emphasized a lot more of the instrumentation
Right.
of the music,
Right.
whereas they wanted to emphasize more of their vocal abilities. I thought he did a great job blending the two
He
myself.
did. Yeah, he did.
But as you can tell, even with this song, they ain't even came on and started singing yet.
And it's the groove, you know,
But it puts you in the mood. So
Oh, yeah.
when you do hear that voice pierce through, it means a lot more to me.
anticipation.
Yeah. You got the hand claps going.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what a producer does.
Right. I was always taught that a song should be good even before you put the vocals on. That's a test of a good song. If it sounds good and you really can get into it before you even have vocals on it, then that means it's a good song.
That's funky.
Well, also a producer knows about tones and different tones of instruments and tones of different sounds and how to blend them together. You know,
All right, we don't want to hear him sing. No,
that song did. Uh-oh.
I know that song.
I know you
My
do.
dad would sing that song.
Your dad would sing that?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm
Y'all.
going to sing y'all a song.
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
All right.
So that's
We
Norman
have-
Whitfield.
That
huh?
was Norman Whitfield. That's number one down. Time for number two.
Who you got? Oh,
There was a gentleman that produced this song for Earth, Wind, and Fire.
yeah.
Yeah.
And his name is known, but nobody really knows who he is.
And I think a lot of people didn't know what he does.
Yeah. He does a lot.
He does.
This song is called After the Love Is Gone, and this producer has worked with so many
Yeah.
So many.
artists and had so many hits by so many artists. He is one of the most accomplished producers there is.
He's also a writer
And a musician.
and a musician.
And
Yeah.
the musician himself.
Yes. Yes.
He does arrangements, he does
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah. So this is none other than Mr. David Foster.
To give you an idea of the variety of people that he's worked with, this is a song he did with Chicago.
Right. Yeah.
What can you tell me about him and working with
Well, it
Chicago?
was interesting because Chicago, before David Foster, they were kind of like a quasi-funk band with like big, huge horn sections. And then they had some success in the early 70s. But then because of some internal strife and just some other things going on with music changing, they kind of fell off. They didn't get hits anymore.
Yeah.
Well, David Foster came along. He became friends with the bass player, Peter Cetera. Peter Cetera was the bass player. He didn't even sing. But him and David Foster started writing songs together. And so David Foster said, well, why don't I produce you guys? And these are the things he came up with, these hits, several hits, with Peter Cetera, the bassist, singing on them. And they became huge hits. But they were pop hits, ballads.
And they hated him.
They did.
What's up with these artists that end up
Because
hating
this is
on
what
music?
happened. If you listen to this song, there's not a lot of horns in it. So the horn players just kind of sitting there like, okay, what do we do? But these were hits. And Peter Cetera was a very good singer.
Now, he may have excelled at working with them, but he really excelled when it came to working with female vocalists.
Yes, yes. For some reason, he has the key.
Is that
You like this
singing?
song,
Is you
DJ?
singing, DJ?
Nope.
Go ahead.
It's your song, huh?
Hey, C. Michael, sign her up.
It's everyone's song.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's something about David Foster and female vocalists. He just knows how to bring something out of them.
Did you know that as a player, as a artist and stuff, he worked with people such as Chuck Berry way back in
Yeah.
the day. He
Yeah.
worked with George Harrison.
Yeah,
I mean, he's been all over the place.
right. You know why he got into producing?
Why?
Sorry, he didn't like going on the road.
Oh.
He was like, I don't want to go and tour and go travel on the road. He didn't like doing that.
Now, he has been married 5 times.
Several times.
5 times. His current wife actually used to be on American Idol.
Yeah, Catherine McPhee.
Kathy McPhee. Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're ready to have their first baby.
Are they?
Yep.
Now, I have a quick story about David Foster.
Do you?
Well, I'll start it off with this. Do you remember a gentleman by the name of Ben Vereen?
Yes. Yes, I know this story.
Ben Vereen used to play, not fiddler, he He played
Played,
Chicken George
yeah.
in the movie Roots.
Yeah, he was a
TV
singer.
show.
He was a dancer.
Yep.
Actor.
Broadway.
Actor. Yeah.
Very famous guy. I saw him on The Fresh Prince one time.
Yes,
he played Will Smith's father.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Right.
That's Ben Vereen.
That's Ben
Okay.
Vereen.
A few years back, Ben Vereen somehow was walking down the freeway or something like
This
that.
is in Malibu.
Walking across the highway,
Yeah.
and he got hit by a car, and he got seriously injured. Now he survived it,
Yeah.
but he had to go through months and months of rehab.
Right.
And we found out that that car was driven by none other than David Foster.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, it was an accident because David Foster. It was like a dark and foggy night.
Yeah.
And he's driving because I don't know if you've ever been up to Malibu, but it's curvy. It's
Oh,
just
yeah,
like.
I'm there all the time.
Well, I know you are a DJ.
I'm just kidding. I've
But-
never been there in my whole entire life.
But yeah, the roads are like really curvy.
But
and
how
it's just
coincidental was it that these
Yeah.
two
Right.
great
and he say
artists?
He looked up and it was just this guy out of nowhere, and he tried to slam on the brakes, but bam, he hit him. Crazy.
DJ, I got another song. We're gonna try to see if we can get Debo to cry.
What do you mean?
He gonna cry.
Oh,
This is also done by David Foster.
No, you gonna cry.
Now, needless to say, we did focus on this song.
yeah, we did.
Which episode was that?
Soundtrack.
Soundtracks.
Soundtrack.
We did a soundtrack
That's right.
show.
From The Bodyguard. And I think that Debo got really deep into it and he
Yeah,
was feeling
always
it.
do.
It's a beautiful song.
It is.
And
It is very unique.
once again, you need to pay attention to the production in this song.
Right. You know what's unique about this song?
What's that?
Go ahead,
If you listen to this song, this is one of the only songs you ever heard where the first verse is a cappella.
That's true. I never thought of that.
You know? You don't hear that often. It doesn't happen.
Listen how beautiful it kind of
Right.
lays
Came
in. Yeah. Soft.
That's production.
strings.
Yeah.
And he knew what to do with that
He knew
voice.
what to do with the voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know? And because remember, this song was originally done by Dolly Parton.
Yep. Another instance of a great song that can be
Right.
done
She
by
wrote it.
multiple artists
Yeah.
and still be number one.
Right. Well, he took it a whole nother direction with Whitney.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
Well, you know, Linda Ronstadt had done a version similar to
Yes.
this.
Yeah. There's a story that David Foster told that he heard the Linda Ronstadt version.
Right.
Interesting thing. The Linda Ronstadt version, she only did 2 verses. So when he went into the studio and recorded with Whitney, he did 2 verses. Comes to find out, he's talking to Dolly Parton about the song, saying, yeah, we did a great job. You got to hear this song. And Dolly Parton tells him, yeah, I can't wait to hear the 3rd verse. And David Foster says, what 3rd verse? She says, the 3rd verse. He said, there's no 3rd verse. She said, yes, it is. You didn't hear the 3rd verse? So once he explained that to her, they went back in and did the 3rd verse, where you hear that big, huge,
Yeah.
you know.
That's where it comes in.
Right. That's the 3rd verse.
Wow. Interesting story.
Yeah,
Thank you
it
for
is.
sharing.
Yeah.
So kudos to Mr. David
Yeah.
Foster.
Brilliant
Number 2.
producer.
He worked with a lot of people. You guys got to go check it out.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, we'd be here like all night. Well, everybody he worked with. It's a lot. Check it out.
Number
You know.
3.
Chaka Khan. Feel for you. Anyways,
Wait, is that the one that did
Was that David Foster?
the barge?
the barge. Yeah, he did the barge.
Yeah.
David Foster did The Barge?
Yes.
David Foster's
Take
worked with
6.
everybody.
Oh, yeah, Take 6. I love Take 6.
All right. We have to move on.
Yeah, okay. We'll be talking about David Foster all night. We got to move
I
on.
would, but
Yeah. Who else we got?
Number 3.
Uh-oh.
This
Free Britney.
is Mr. Max Martin. Some people have heard of him, some people haven't. Max Martin is probably the most accomplished producer at #1 hits. He's had more #1 hits than anybody other than the Beatles.
That's a huge statement.
That's it. That's a true statement. I researched it.
Wow. That's a huge statement.
He ruled the 90s and the 2000s as far as his production. He worked with artists such as Pink, Usher, Katy Perry, you name them. If they had #1 hits in the 90s and 2000s, you got about a 65% chance that he's behind it.
Max Martin.
Max Martin.
Wow. That's amazing.
And he can go from pop songs to slow ballads to, rock songs.
my fire, the one desire, believe.
Now, my understanding is that DJ really doesn't like this band much, right?
I don't. You know, I just don't.
She was an NSYNCer.
Yes.
Well,
I
guess
was an
what?
NSYNCer.
Max Martin worked with NSYNC as well.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay. I can
Yeah.
live with that.
Yeah. You were part of that big old huge Backstreet Boys NSYNC rivalry.
Yeah, I was. Okay, now I like this song.
Yeah.
This, of course, is the first American Idol,
Yeah.
Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
He worked with her.
That's amazing.
And he also wrote the majority of these songs as well. Some were in collaboration, some he wrote on his own.
Wow.
But
Because, I mean, you think about it. These are like, I don't know, for some respect, Kelly Clarkson, Britney Spears, he was like young teenage kids.
yeah,
So he was writing these songs.
yeah, that's kind of strange.
Yeah.
Kind of strange.
I mean, it takes a talent to be able to write a song that relates
What?
to a young teenage kid. You know?
Yeah.
It takes a talent to be able to do that. You know? It really does. Okay, cool.
You know who this is?
Who's this?
Katy Perry.
Oh yeah, this is Katy Perry. What
This
happened
was
to
her
Katy Perry?
first big hit.
Right, I haven't heard anything from Katy Perry.
Well, she had gotten married and then got her heart
Were
broken.
you into Katy Perry?
Not particularly.
She was good when she first came out. She had some, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that fire song, whatever.
yeah.
Remember she also did California Girls with,
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg?
Yeah.
That was done by Max Martin as well.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That was it. That was a huge hit.
He was from Sweden. These record companies here would send these artists out to Sweden,
Really? I
have
never
him
knew that.
record them at his studio. It was a studio called Sharon Records.
So these songs weren't even recorded here in the United States?
The majority of them, no.
Really? I never knew
Especially
that.
early on, the early songs. Like Britney went out there.
I never knew that.
And this one might have been made.
That's just
yeah.
too far. I just would not go. I'm just saying.
If you're
Or
going to
hit.
get a number one
If
hit,
you want to get a number one
you
hit?
go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see Usher going out there.
We don't know. But this
I
was
just
produced
asked
by
him.
him. Oh, you did? You just texted him?
You made him come to
I'm
Atlanta.
just playing.
This is my jam. Like I said, if you want to get me up from sitting down,
Yeah, it's amazing because you think about all of these were like hits on the pop charts. All of these songs.
He's a pop dancer, this guy.
Yeah.
Have you seen him?
He's a pop dancer.
Yeah.
what you talking about?
I'm talking about you.
What you talking about, Willis?
You a pop dancer?
I'm talking about him.
I'm a dancer. You need to watch West Side Story. That's what you need to do.
The remix coming out.
The remix of West Side Story? Okay. Should I watch that one first?
No,
No.
watch the original
You
first.
got to see the original. So, once again, kudos
Max Martin.
to Mr. Max Martin.
Wow. That's amazing.
Rolling on down the charts, we got
Who we got?
our fourth honoree. And I'm going to want you to speak on this one, Debo, because you brought it to my attention. I knew who this guy was,
yeah.
but I totally forgot all the people that he had worked with.
One of my favorites. You know this song?
Yes, I do.
This is a beautiful
Walk
song.
away.
Go ahead.
You just want to sing it. Everyone
ahead.
just wants to
Go
sing it,
ahead.
though. No.
So this is produced by none other than Mr. Arif Mardin.
Arif Mardin.
Right.
Bravo.
Now, Arif Mardin was originally from Turkey. He was
Did they
Turkish.
fly everybody out to Turkey?
No. He actually came to the United States.
Wow,
And
that's cool.
he actually was studying jazz. And he became a jazz arranger. And he started
Do you know what got him into jazz?
just some of the bands and stuff that he was in.
His sister.
Yeah, I remember like
He had an
a
older
family member,
sister,
yeah.
and she used to have always. She was a big jazz fan, so
Right.
she would bring it home, and he would
Right.
listen to her jazz songs, and that's what
Because
got him into
because
it.
jazz is huge in Europe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Europe they love jazz.
And apparently Turkey.
American jazz, they've always loved
I
it.
like jazz.
Yeah. So, but he eventually came here, and he became integral also in Atlantic Records. You know,
That's beautiful.
this song here.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Arif Mardin was very good at melody
I love it.
and hooks. He could
You
come
can
up with
feel
hooks
that.
and choruses.
Honestly
And,
feel that.
you know, you know, and he produced all kinds of artists, just some of everybody, you know.
Tell me about how he got to America.
So, you know, he started, like I said, doing arranging for like these little jazz combo trios. Also, in fact, a lot of people don't know, Arif Mardin was the first person to win the Quincy Jones Scholarship at Berklee College of Music.
Yep.
How is
So-
that? Like, how is that?
Because
So
he did
incredible.
he did an arrangement as a student on this jazz combo, and somebody
love
sent
to
it to
hear
Quincy.
that. I would love to hear that.
Yeah, and Quincy Jones said, "Hey, who is this guy?" Oh, this one.
Ooh, who's
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
Miss Celine Dion.
Dion.
He was another one that worked with multiple artists
Yes.
and knew what to do with a female vocal.
Yeah,
That's cool. I love that.
beautiful songs.
Beautiful.
Arif Mardin had a sense for melody that was just like wow.
Wow.
And he knew how not to get into the singer's way. You know, it kind of just floats. You know.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Yeah.
I'll give you one more. Another female vocalist.
Yeah. Oh, this is?
Oh, no way.
Yes.
No way.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah. So
So that. Wait. That probably gave me
Just-
chills.
just-
That just gave
here's
me
what a lot of people don't know. Arif Mardin was considered the secret weapon of Atlantic Records. He started off as just an arranger and he started producing. So a lot of Aretha Franklin's big hits were produced by Arif Mardin. He's the one that gave her that soulful sound,
I can feel it.
you know, and
Damn.
they were just a great combination,
Cool.
you know. And I don't know, he had a way of doing it, you know.
Now, he was also known as having the #2 highest
Yeah.
selling album of all time.
Right.
And we actually mentioned that album in our disco
Yeah, we did.
show.
Yes, we did.
You want to tell us about that?
Yeah. So Arif Mardin also worked with this group called the Bee Gees a lot and gave them quite a few hits. He also ended up producing the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. We talked about that disco era soundtrack and all those great songs
And
on
in
that
the
soundtrack.
soundtracks, we talked about it, yeah.
Yeah, that's Arif Mardin. And
Cool.
so he, you know, he was a very understated man. He didn't
Yeah, I didn't even know who you're talking
he
about.
didn't-
I didn't know who this is.
He didn't publicize himself. He didn't promote himself. He just was about the work. You could people say you could pass him on the street and not even know who he was.
I wouldn't know who he is,
He
but now I'm
didn't.
going to go look.
Oh yeah, look him up. Look him up, folks.
Who are you?
Yeah,
So hopefully, by listening to
Yeah.
these particular producers, you're paying attention to their own styles. Everybody
Right.
has their own style.
Right.
Now, what's good about it is that they can take their style, work with multiple artists, and one artist will never sound like the other artist or
Exactly.
the other artist or the other artist.
Exactly.
So that takes talent. If you're a up and coming or wannabe producer or something like that, or even if you just enjoy music, it's good to kind of get a feel for, yeah, that must be by one of my favorite producers or something like that. You know.
yeah. And listen to some. And this is just a snippet of some of the stuff they've done.
Yeah.
Listen to Max Martin. Listen to Arif Mardin. Listen to David Foster. Listen to their catalog, and you'll learn. You'll learn a lot.
I have to make a correction on that. Chaka Khan with David Foster.
What you got?
He did it Through the Fire
I think he did a couple songs.
for
Yeah.
Chaka Khan.
Yeah. And
Well, I got one more.
did you do I Am Every Woman? I think he did I Am Every
Did he?
Woman too.
I don't know.
I
think
say,
so.
Go
I
ahead.
got one more.
Oh, you got another one?
I got one more.
Who you got?
Who you got?
Well, no list would be complete without this particular gentleman.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Come on now.
All right. Okay.
Come on. Who is this? Who is this?
That's Fred G.
Yeah,
Sanford.
Fred Sanford.
Come
Fred
on.
Sanford was a producer. No,
No.
he wasn't a producer. No, this was from his show. This is the theme to the TV show Sanford and Sons, which is a big hit show way, long time
Many,
ago.
many years ago.
Mini.
Exactly.
70s.
But there was a gentleman that produced this that worked in the field of not just producing this. He produced jazz. He produced bebop. He produced soundtracks. He produced TV shows. He produced pop. He produced R&B.
That's true.
You name it, he produced it. To give you an idea of something else he may have produced. And then, by all means, Debo, take it away and tell us who this gentleman is.
This gentleman is, I I guess he's considered the top of the class.
Yep.
Just for his longevity and how long he's been excellent at what he does, I should say. None other than Mr. Quincy Delight Jones.
Delight.
The dude. Southside's own, I should say.
Quincy Jones, by far, at least my favorite producer.
Yeah, because he's worked with Frank Sinatra, Ella Fitzgerald, Count Basie, Peggy Gore,
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. I mean, he did the Sanford and Son theme. He did the theme to Ironside. He did the soundtrack to Roots. He did the soundtrack to Color Purple.
DJ, didn't
The
you tell
Wiz.
me that he also did he had a solo album that you said had a whole bunch of people in it that you liked?
Yes, on the block, right?
Oh yeah, Back on the
Yes,
Block
Back
is a
on the
classic.
Block.
Classic.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
I listened to that backwards and forwards.
Yes. Yes.
I want you to listen just a little bit to this song.
Tell me a secret.
Oh, go ahead, DJ. Tell me a secret.
I just want to know
You tell your secrets. It wouldn't be secrets so much. Be told.
Oh.
DJ, who was that?
Who was that?
Oh,
That's Mr. Albee.
Al B.
Yes.
Well, you know what's interesting? Al B. Sure was actually discovered by Quincy Jones.
yep. Much in the way that your producer guy was.
Ooh.
The one
Oh
you-
yeah, Aretha Martin. Yeah. Yeah. He's produced. He's discovered quite a few artists. Tevin Campbell, Tamia.
We can't emphasize enough about how we feel about Quincy Jones as a producer. I highly recommend that you dig into his catalog.
Yeah.
And if you don't do anything else, listen to the two albums, The Dude and
Back on the Block.
Back on the Block.
So I started listening to the dude after I watched his daughter's documentary on
Okay.
him. It was
Yeah.
something else.
His life has been amazing, hasn't it?
Absolutely
Just
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah.
You know, he was best friends with Ray Charles.
Yep.
Crazy.
Super awesome.
You know.
See, he can flip from that beautiful love song to a song that will get you up and dancing on the dance floor.
Right.
I mean, I've been to clubs today that still play this song. This is by the Brothers Johnson. It's a song called Stomp. Now, one of the things that I found out from watching some documentaries and stuff on Quincy Jones, he talks about his production method, and in one of the things I always remembered was when he talks about the kick and the snare drum. He always emphasizes the second snare with a clap. So if you listen carefully, you'll hear kick, snare with a snap.
Yeah, Quincy Jones, he does some key things as far as percussion goes on his productions. I won't tell you what they are, but if you listen to them, you'll figure them out. But he does some key things that's kind of his signature. And you can tell a Quincy Jones production, just things that he does with the percussion on just about all of his songs, especially upbeat songs.
And I think his jazz background shines through
Right.
in every
Yeah.
production that he does.
Right. Yeah. Started out as a big band trumpet player.
Cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, Quincy Jones. Well, all right. How
Well-
we feeling about that?
That's great.
Yeah?
We can do this all night.
Believe me, we had enough. To be able to cut it down to this was
Yeah, that's hard.
hard.
That's hard.
But I'm glad, and I hope that it registered with people. I hope people
Yeah.
understand and
And-
enjoyed.
And give producers their just due, because especially in today's world, the artist gets all the love, all the glory, all the fanfare, and people go crazy over the artists, and you know they go gaga over them, and
they're
but-
like mustard on the beat.
yeah, but the producers most of the time, think about it, they don't get, people don't know who David Foster is.
Yeah.
People don't know who Aretha Martin is.
Yeah.
People, and it's amazing just what they do and what they really bring to the table.
Right.
Right.
And
the real magic.
right, the real behind the scenes, it's amazing.
It's the real body of work.
It is. It is.
Why y'all whispering? What's that all
Because
about?
it's signatured.
And she was in the secret garden.
Okay.
You gotta get over that.
Anyway, let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
I wanna say thank you to all those producers and the artists that worked with them that we mentioned, and like I said, we have a love for music that expands everywhere. and we hope you do as well.
Yeah, and listen to producers, and get into who produced what, and if you hear a song that you like, find out who produced it, and listen to some of their other productions, because you'll learn a lot about these producers, and there's a lot of producers out there that's doing a lot of great work.
Yep.
Definitely so.
DJ, you got anything to say to the peoples?
To the peoples. To the peoples.
To the
I love
peoples.
you. I love all y'all.
Okay.
And they love you too,
You
DJ.
did not give them the kiss.
What the hell?
I like when you give them a kiss.
You like it. You try it. You do it. No, just kidding.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
No, it ain't the same. No. I'd rather you didn't. DJ, you can do it, but no.
I tried to get her to do it. She did it.
I know. What the hell? It should come organically.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You don't just give out kisses
I
willy
don't,
nilly
but
like
if I
that.
feel in
That's
the
what
mood,
she said.
right?
Yeah. Maybe if y'all leave some comments, maybe she'll give you guys a kiss next month.
Wow, come on, y'all. Anyways, I do love y'all and all the love that's been given, all the positive feedback.
That's true. Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah.
Devo, you got anything? You always do. I know you got some words of wisdom that had to do with today's show that can hopefully ring in people's
I
minds.
said it. Just rejoice in the music and appreciate the work.
And you always say, never forget.
Never forget.
That's right. That's your thing.
Yeah, never forget.
Never forget.
Enjoy the work that people put into this.
Once again, thank you, folks, for coming to join us here in Emerald City. Hopefully you had a good time. Next week,
Yeah,
we know what we're talking about next week yet?
I don't know yet.
We don't know yet?
But every Wednesday, it's gonna be a new episode. So
Episode
everybody, every Wednesday, it'll be a new episode.
That's right.
You know.
So you can either subscribe to us in all platforms.
Yeah,
every
Apple
platform.
Music, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon, Pandora, Deezer. You can find us on our Facebook page, Instagram.
Especially on the Facebook page. Please
Yeah.
go back there and
Leave a
leave us some
comment.
comments. We like to hear what you got to say. We like to
Yeah.
hopefully incorporate you into the shows.
Yeah, definitely so.
Cool. That would
know?
be nice.
Definitely will be.
I'd like to
Definitely
just...
nice.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, it'd just be nice. That's all I said.
Okay.
It would be wonderful.
Wonderful.
In parting, almost like Don Cornelius. Almost. I'd like to wish you all love and peace
Wow, don't say it.
I know.
Don't say it.
and chicken grease.
He loves chicken. He loves chicken.
He does.
Just so y'all know.
He does.